Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Siblings Den on the Skyblocky Sun server. I wanted to do a quick video of just getting some people started a little bit faster in other means, and one of the topics that I've seen people overlook is dealing with the island upgrades with farming. And I found a few little quirks that could help someone out, so I figured let's get started, get a video going, and go from there. You'll see already that the siblings have been hard at work a bit. We've gotten our level up on our island. We ended up getting some enchanted tools, but I mentioned in the last video that I really don't like doing a lot of the grinding for farming, and so instead I grinded for the experience to enchant my farming hoe. And so now it has crop breaker, green thumb, and crop drill. Green thumb is at 200, and that gives it 100% it being replenished when farming. And then crop drill, what it does is it lets you farm in a row for as far as it goes. I think it's like every 3 it gets 1 crop ahead of it. I'll demonstrate that right now. So you'll see with these that when you pick it up, it starts farming everything in a row. But with green thumb, I end up having it replant immediately, so I don't have to replant, which is 1 time saver. And then on top of that, you end up having a row of them being picked up immediately. This is great because all of the items that I get are going into the crop hoppers and going into my chest that I have here. And then if I wanted to, I could do a row of them just by going from left to right real quick. So let's see quickly. Boom, the chest is about at the first line. I could just go through right now. A chunk of my farm is already done. Already it's almost filled out the second row immediately just by doing that. Obviously you'll see that if you're farming potatoes that are not fully grown, all you're doing is removing it, so you do have to be careful with that. Otherwise, when it's fully grown, it is when it is worth getting through it really quickly, and you'll see your chest fill out. This works for all types of crops. The only issue that you'll end up getting sometimes is or a bit more difficulty is the melon farms and the pumpkins. So crop breaker is what's needed for when you're dealing with pumpkins and melons. Those are the ones that are going to be needed when you want to get a row of stuff instantly. You'll see that I've already started setting up the farms for the melons, but you'll see that you're still gonna have to mine it in this case, but sometimes it'll do it instantly. And that's what crop breaker does for melons and pumpkins. What's interesting about it is even though I have it only at 30% chance, if you click on it several times, you may eventually trigger it anyway. So even if you don't have it at 100%, you can still have a chance to get it triggered beforehand. Obviously 100% is a lot better because then you can go through the whole row of it. And then once you have, if you also have crop drill as well as crop breaker, well, you could have the whole line done and quickly get these finished. These are useful for your island upgrade, but you'll notice here that I've done a few things a little bit differently when it comes to the farms. I'm letting water flow down into the gardens rather than just leaving them static like here. Well, what's the reason? Well, turns out that having the water level at the level of your farm is actually worse than having a flowing water above it. I don't know if this is related to the server and how it's set up, but if you're looking to not have as big of a farm as I do, and you're just looking to get through them for your upgrades on your island, then this is a trick you should implement immediately, and I'll show it to you right now. So using my Enchanted Farming Hoe, if I go through all the crops here, yep, see I'm taking them out instantly, which is great. I'm going through them, and then I'm dealing with the ones that are near this part, and already I've dealt with the whole farm except for the little bit because it's not upgraded. But you'll notice all of a sudden the section that has the water the highest has almost instantly regrown everything, while everything else hasn't. It's going to cycle one more time, and the little bits that are missing are going to fill out while the other ones are still slowly growing. And the only difference that I have right now is that this is a flowing water that's above the section. What I think is happening is that because there's more water above the level, it's thinking that it needs to populate things a lot faster and almost in multiple sequences rather than just once. And so you'll see that I've already farmed this section twice now. I'm going to do it a third time. The rest are still struggling to grow. Only now is it slowly getting there, and still it isn't perfect. And I've done this 3 times already now. And now here's the 4th time. So you'll see that within even a small space, in a small area, you won't have much to farm or deal with, because you could have this set up properly, like on my other levels. You'll see that they're all there. And by the time I get back to the section that I had already farmed, it'll already have been grown again. Or I won't have to wait too long. And when it gets reset, I could just start it over again. And this will be a quick way for you to handle getting all of the resources that you need for your island upgrades. If we take a look at the island upgrades, the ones that crops are used for upgrades are the crop cell multiplier. So it was wheat, carrot, and then potatoes. And now the next one is for melons and netherworts. So melons are going to be needed, and netherworts, it won't be impacted by the water, so the growing might be back to the normal state at that point, but that's something I'll have to look into a little bit later. But by the time you're only at the last one, that's all you need to worry about is netherworts. Hopefully by then you would have already upgraded your farming hoe to be able to deal with all of the necessary expectations of it, and then you can have a farm that's only netherworts. What's great about netherworts is that it is the resource that it offers the most money, and so having that as your end farming and just getting it done with your farming robots, as well as you farming it yourself, is what's going to get you to make some quick bucks through and through with your island. And with the multiplier, that's going to help you get even more money on your island. Crops are also needed to upgrade so that you can have your island size increased. So this is really useful for when you need to get your island bigger, if you're looking to build a lot more, if you just want more space. You shouldn't need that much space, and you really don't need as much of a garden as I have been building. I just kind of found this out when I was just building out the way that I usually do. But if you're looking to just have maybe a long garden, and that's worth it. Just remember that if you're going to be using crop hoppers to pick up all your stuff, make sure that it's within the chunk. So you'll notice that I've had to build another set of crop hoppers connected to my chest with regular hoppers so that the melons that are here were able to be picked up as well. So just remember to set it up properly, but this will be something that I'll probably convert into just all netherworts afterwards once I'm done dealing with all the upgrades for pumpkins and for melons. So if you're looking to really get on top of upgrading your island to make sure that you're getting the most resources that you can, that's what I recommend that you do for farming so that you can get those aspects of your island upgrades completed. Remember to also make sure to do the votes so that you can get keys, but also focus on making sure that you have upgraded your tools. And you might be starting fresh and have nothing, but you are still able to go on other people's islands that have grinders to get enchantments, to get items to sell, to start building up your bankroll for the things that you need to buy to build up, and the money that you need to update your island. At this time, since the last video, I'm now up to island level 76. I also reached 69 and made sure to capture that moment for a small little giggle. But yeah, no, I got past that. And after I giggled a little bit, I made myself reach level 76. Roar! 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 Hey, what are you doing interrupting my video? Roar! Roar! Yeah, okay, I was just wanting to show the progress of my island. You didn't have to interrupt me for that. Roar! Roar! Wait a second, you look familiar. Why do you smell like fire? Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the video. And again, if you haven't seen the last video, I highly recommend taking a look at that of the first 12 hours, and it gives you the tips of what you can do to gain money to upgrade quickly. But I'll give you one better, in this video. What's a good location to go? Well, I've been using one other island all this time before I got my place set up for myself. This location is the island of Chestsplitter. And look at this place. If you like pink, definitely come check this out. But you'll notice that he has private little blaze grinders for those that need to gain the experience as fast as possible. And that's Chestsplitter right there. He's very friendly. Don't hesitate to go check his island out. This place is really worth it. Make sure to come here for stuff. You'll notice that there are not only the blaze spawners, but he has available the other spawners as well, so that you don't have to deal with the sheep or the zombies for your island upgrades. You can end up coming here and getting that out of the way. I think the only one that he's missing right now is probably the panda. So I might suggest that, wink wink, to him to get that sorted out. But other than that, this place is a really good place to go to just get a lot of your island grinding done for the upgrades like zombies, sheeps that you need to get out of the way, but then use the blaze spawner ones to end up going. So once again, go to /is visit Chestsplitter. It'll get you going, and you'll even get all the drops from the mobs to be able to move forward. So yeah, those are quick information on how to set up yourself for farming, as well as making sure that you get the best growth out of it, as well as much as you can out of your island. This is needed for the upgrades of your island, but also a perfect location to go to for just getting your grinding started this season of Skyblocky Sun. Hope that helps out. Do not hesitate to send me a message. I'm looking to potentially do a small giveaway. I'm probably gonna look to gather some keys and then give them to someone who's new, looking to get started and getting some extra stuff. So keep an eye out for that. If you see me, say hi. Don't hesitate to comment on the videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. We always appreciate that, as well as taking a look at any of the other contents like our reaction videos, as well as our other how-tos and helps on the channel. My name is Wingless Dragon. I hope this has helped you a lot. Thank you very much again for Chestsplitter for letting me take a look at his island and using it as well, because it's gotten me where I am right now for my own island, and I'm looking to move forward even further than that, and I'll definitely be taking advantage of that. With that said, have yourself a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Yeah.